Hey everyone, welcome back to my shop. We are back on the camper and today I want to take this kitchen cabinet which has the cooker and the sink in it from the old camper and try to reuse it because I'm just too lazy to build a complete new one. And it would be nice to reuse some of the parts because the sink and cooker are expensive. Let's figure out what to change on this one and repair. These were the pieces that went on the bottom and they are obviously broke and have some mold on them, and as well as this side peeling off and some white mold, black mold, which is not very healthy. The cooktop itself has some burn marks in the stainless and also many scratches and some dots. I'm not sure if I can get rid of them. I need to clean this up, remake some parts for the bottom. So let's figure out how to disassemble the thing and let's reuse it. I was very lucky. The biscuit came out with this piece and also the other biscuit is stuck in here, so I can maybe reuse them. I don't have a biscuit jointer, but I probably can make it with some kind of other method, and it needs to be a rebate in here to get this side piece on. I need to clean up this edge over here, and this is the panel that came off here. That's 8mm and this one needs to be 12mm, so let me take a look around and see what I can find and make these pieces. Alright, I used the old cabinet door to cut out these pieces, which are matching. And I managed to pull out the old biscuit from the cabinet, and this is a piece for the side. Please do not try this at home, but the idea is that I set the depth of the cut to half of the width of the biscuit, so that should fit. And I used the old piece, let me look for it, to set the depth of the cut with the table saw fence. And I marked the line where the biscuit sits, and I just clamp the new piece in place like so and raise the blade up into it. So I won't be holding this piece because it's probably dangerous. This clamp limits the travel of the blade, so the depth of the cut upwards. This clamp holds the new piece in place, just like this. And this is just a sacrificial board glued down, double-sided tape and duct tape and clamped to the table saw, so it gives me a nice zero clearance insert. And I just wind the blade up until it hits the clamp over here and makes the cut. all the pieces are glued up. I filled in the holes with some dowels, some skewers actually, and I just glued it on with some PA glue and routed it flush. And I also did some reinforcing over here just to make it a little bit sturdier. Hopefully this will hold up. And I did some filler to get it all smooth, and I have to let this sit for now. So let's see what we can do about this piece. As you can see, it's dirty and there are some burn marks and these dots over here, some dings and dents. So let me try to clean this up with some steel wool and a little bit of sanding, a little bit of hammering, and see how it turns out. It looks much cleaner, but as expected, the dots are still here and also the burn marks. So let me try a sanding sponge. That's a worn out 220, and see what we can do about this, if this works. So let me work on this a little bit more and we see how it turns out. Alright, I finished up the sink. It looks much better. In this slide you can still see a little bit of these stain marks, or maybe that's some corrosion from some kind of sponge, or I don't know, but the burn mark is gone. I also cleaned up that gas burner thing that you saw, and I have a new tap and a drain for it, so that's ready to be assembled. And I also painted the cabinet in the meantime, the same white as all the rest of the furniture. So let's put everything back together and install it in the camper. It's a pretty tight squeeze, but it's in now. I also painted the upper cabinet when I was painting this one, so that's in. I applied the same rubber strip as on the kitchen cabinet to here, all the edges, and also up there. And I mounted some of the outlets and things that need to go off there. And that's some peel and stick 3D vinyl sheets. I have a couple of them left over, so I maybe put some over here. And I need to find some better looking gas knobs, and of course make all the doors for the cabinet. But I mounted some of these LED lights up here just to get an idea how this will look. But this is all the time I have for this week's video, so thank you guys for watching. If you want to support the channel and my work, just leave a comment and hit that like button to let YouTube know you enjoy this content. And see you next time. Bye! I'm just playing with the lights up there because they have a remote. Boop, boop, boop. Bye now.